cast an eerie glow on the Hmong village as the chilling winds whispered through the dense trees. In a small bamboo house, there lived a young Hmong man named Seng. He had always been a spirited and lively individual, but something had changed in him recently. Seng was being haunted by a ghost girl. It started innocently enough, with faint whispers echoing in his ears as he slept. Seng would wake up feeling sullen and depressed. As the days went by, the encounters grew more menacing, and Seng would sleep through the day and into the night. The ghost girl would appear in his dreams, her eyes hollow and her presence suffocating. Seng's parents could no longer ignore his odd sleeping habits and saddened spirit. One misty night, a strange voice was heard crooning traditional Hmong folk songs outside the house. The lyrics expressed sadness, longing, and suicide. Desperate and terrified, Seng's mother, father, and grandmother listened intently, their faces etched with concern when they realized that it was Seng. They knew that his heart had been captured by a ghost girl, and she had to be dealt with swiftly, for she was draining Seng's spirit and vitality. In their Hmong tradition, they turned to the wisdom of a shaman. This shaman, known for his connection to the spirit world, was their last hope. With heavy hearts, they invited him into their home, seeking guidance and a solution to Seng's torment. The shaman arrived, draped in vibrant robes and carrying a bundle of sacred herbs. He spoke softly, his voice a soothing melody that resonated through the room. The family explained the situation, their fear evident in their trembling voices. The shaman nodded sagely, acknowledging the gravity of the situation. He performed a ritual, invoking ancient spirits and beseeching them for guidance. Through his connection to the spirit realm, he discerned the ghost girl's intentions. "She seeks a husband," the shaman revealed. "Your son trespassed into her home and killed her child. Now she wants him as a companion." Seng's heart sank. He did not recall trespassing into any sacred land, let alone caused someone's death. But the shaman assured them that sometimes spirits become twisted in their perception, and they need guidance to find peace. Seng's parents pressured him to trace back his steps last month. All he could think of was the time that he went fishing by the cave and caught a small fish. It was barely the size of his palm, so he threw it back into the water. Seng's grandmother immediately turned white and stood up from her bed in the corner of the house. "That is where that girl drowned herself and her bastard child." Together, the family and the shaman devised a plan to deceive the ghost girl. They crafted a scarecrow in Seng's likeness, using straw and old clothes. The scarecrow was positioned prominently in Seng's bed, where the ghost girl would surely see it. Meanwhile, the shaman instructed Seng to hide inside the family's stone fireplace where the meals were prepared. As night fell, the ghost girl emerged, her ethereal figure drifting through the mist. She drew closer to the scarecrow, her eyes fixated on its lifeless face. Unbeknownst to her, the spirit of Seng was absent from his body, guided by the shaman to safety. The ghost girl reached out, her spectral fingers grazing the scarecrow's cheek. She lifted the scarecrow and disappeared into the night. But the shaman had not abandoned Seng. He had placed powerful talismans with protective energies in strategic locations around the house. The family performed a ritual to give Seng a new name and identity so the ghost girl could not retrace him. As dawn broke, the ghost girl dissipated, her spirit finally finding solace. The village heaved a collective sigh of relief, grateful for the shaman's intervention and the unity of their community. Seng returned to his body, his spirit revitalized and free from the ghost girl. He thanked his family and the shaman for their unwavering support and guidance. The village celebrated, their joyful cries echoing through the hills and cautioning all to avoid venturing out to the cave.